It's a style have we ever seen this style before? Maybe
So what was that was actually just, I think, an Imperial Red. We did that tongue buckler one a long time ago, but that was just an Imperial Red per se.
Right.
This is actually, to me, I was just assuming when we were talking about, you're like, hey, I've got these new beers,
right?
New brewery, at least to us, that has been recommended fairly highly from some friends that you know.
From friend of the show, contributor to podcasts, Eric.
Oh, fine. That's fantastic. Okay, even more interested. So anyway, we had heard that this one was pretty good, and you're like, yeah, this is the one we should try. And it was literally last night when I looked up specifically what it was, I was like, oh, a red IPA?
A red IPA.
For this, give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the Burning Cities Red IPA from New Anthem Brewery, and they're out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Probably over a year or so ago, as the aforementioned, like I said, friend of the show, Eric, had mentioned to me, he said, if you ever see anything from New Anthem, you should try them. He's been a big fan. I don't usually see them at Tap and Bottle, so it's Caps and Corks where I got this.
Okay.
And then a few weeks ago,
and you were apparently very upset about the can too, because there's about 900 dents in this can. You can't see this on the show, but there's one up here.
I was just surprised.
Were you angry? Were you like,
I thought, why did they hate these? He hates these cans.
He hates these cans.
Yeah, I should have said that to them.
Exclamation point merch.
You hate these cans.
You'll get that reference. Go check out the merch.
No, I was looking, and the first couple I pulled out had really pretty big. Obviously, it was still intact, but had the can was compromised. And I went back, I would say at least 7 or 8, and I pulled out the 2 best ones, and brought one of those over. But yeah, those I'm not sure exactly what happened, but fortunately they survived. They're intact. But but yeah, Eric and his buddy went there a few weeks back, and then his buddy I work with, and he mentioned that hey, we tried some of these, and of the 2 different ones they tried, this was the one they liked the best.
Okay.
So
do you remember the names of the other 2? If you don't, that's
I
fine.
have them. This could be a very uninteresting. Castles in the Air.
Okay. Wow.
And Velvet Lies.
Velvet Lies.
Tell me sweet velvet lies.
I was just gonna say, tell me lies.
Yes.
Tell me sweet velvet lies. Obviously, color. It's not as dark as normally as a red, but it's definitely darker than a normal IPA. Like even more of like it definitely has that tinge to it that does not even just make me think of a malty IPA.
Yeah, it's just got that little bit of, and it's like an orangey red almost, but that's not super red.
All right, let's get to the real nitty gritty. Let's get to the aroma. Ooh, I get there's definitely some nice piney in there, which I really like. I've kind of been going for that. We were talking earlier on the live show that'll be an archive version up on YouTube. About how as much as I love all the hazies and stuff like that, it makes me enjoy some of the regular classic either West Coast or the Pioneer IPAs even more, just because I don't have them as much because everyone's making this other style. And this is even a little bit more forward than that. It's not going heavy like malty. Like sometimes it can get a little onion ring like you talk about. Like this just has like a nice, almost a little fruit in there, maybe like apple almost or something, along with just some good piney savory aromatics.
Yeah, definitely get that more depth of flavor from the piney goodness. I don't know why, since it was, I guess I probably should have looked at what actually makes it red.
The malt.
Okay, so it's
they're going to use more. They're going to use more like caramel malt.
Caramel. Okay, all right. So it's more of a color thing as opposed to
and flavor, both
and flavor. But as far as they're not adding like the one IPA that we used to like from Dogfish Head that was they added the wine to it.
Yeah. No, not like that.
So
at
this
all.
is just red because of the components and not and yes, it alters the flavor, but it doesn't bring it like fruit or something.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, and this one does use Citra, Simcoe, and Amarillo. I don't know if we mentioned that a minute ago, and almost 8%, 7.8%.
Yeah.
So decent little heft there. Should we go for the sip?
Let's do it.
Okay.
We talked about enjoying things that kind of stand out, or at least are different from what and that's definitely with that depth on that, a little sweet. Or a little sticky sweet almost. From
a little bit. It is a little lip smacky almost.
A little that bitter from the that bitter kind of resinous note. Definitely, that's good. I don't know what I was expecting. But probably because of the color and some other things, I was expecting something different. So but I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I would have to go for a Bosom Buddies quote. I hated for that to leave my mouth. This is this is really good. No, it's exactly what I was looking for. Where it's malty but not overly malty. There's almost like a nice little like a little caramel sweetness in there. That kind of like burnt sugar caramel. It's not quite toward like a brown sugar. It's more of that little bit because it has some like lighter high note. I said apple earlier, so maybe my brain is putting caramel apple to kind of together. I'm not getting quite the fruit that I had in the aroma and the taste.
Yeah,
but it's that kind of like that flavor, and then that piney just resinous deliciousness is really good and comes in. I think this is fantastic. This really makes me excited to try other stuff.
Yeah, it's more towards like if anything, like a grapefruity kind of along the bittery note.
I would agree
of fruit wise, citrusy. So
100% agree. But no, that is really good.
Well, Eric does it again.
Did he brew this one?
He is the man behind New Anthem Brewing.
He actually, you're all right. We got to lay our cards on the table. Got to let everybody know this is what's going on.
He moved to Wilmington recently, and he's brewing this beer.
No, that is
not at all.
That is quite delicious, and what is also delicious for your eyes and ears and all of the senses that work with it is our website, AboutBeverages.com, where you can go and find everything we have done we're in our 14th year now of doing podcasts and videos. There is, like, as Keith likes to say, there was a little bit of a break in there, so it's not like it was solid, but for the most part, there is a lot of stuff there. I know on YouTube, which is the other great place you can subscribe. I think we are over 500 videos up there on YouTube.
Wow,
for sure.
Right.
So go, or very close to it at the time that this one goes up as well. So go check that out. We greatly appreciate the subscribe there. It definitely helps out the channel. And if you only want audio and want to take us on the go, that would be great. You can always go to iTunes, Apple Podcasts. Stuff is a separate app that they've got. You can also do Google Podcasts, Spotify. If there's a favorite podcasting app that you like using, just search for About Beverages. More than likely, you will find us there for sure. Along with, there's some other things they should look into. Maybe our pillars. We got some pillars to talk about.
The 3 pillars of social media. Yes,
that's true.
Being Instagram.
Yep.
TikTok.
He's got it.
And Twitter, which is the one that we use most often to keep you up to date on what's going on at AboutBeverages.com. Like earlier this evening when I tweeted that we were about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings as long as there's not a Destiny release.
That's true.
That needs to be attended to. Around 5:30 Pacific time, we get together, hang out, try some beverages, enjoy some wonderful conversation with our listeners, and talk about whatever just happens to pop up. And we'll let you know we're going to be doing that. And also throughout the week, Andrew's going to keep you up to date on what he's going to be doing in the gaming world and when he's going to be doing it. So follow us on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.